to the Pop Culture Podcast, your weekly dose of all things pop culture. I'm Nath.
I'm MJ.
And I wasn't stuck on pause. I just kept going. Such enthusiasm for tonight's episode.
Someone's had their coffee.
No coffee. No coffee. Just excitement for all things pop culture.
Gummy bears?
What's that?
Gummy bears?
No, nothing. Just enthusiasm.
Just excited. Okay.
Just excited.
Whatever it is, we'll take it.
Like Big Kev, I'm excited. So.
Oh, wow. There's a reference to date yourself straight off the bat.
If you know, you know.
Yeah.
So, but talking about if you know, you know, I have a couple of public apologies I need to make. Don't get so excited that I've made mistakes.
I was going to say I've been waiting since episode 1 for one of these. This is great. All right,
come on, hands together. All right,
hit me. It's about time this happened.
Here's a couple of public apologies. So last week I announced a trailer which I referred to as Necromancer. It was actually it's called Neuromancer, which is coming out on January 22. Very different genre from Necromancer to Neuromancer.
Yes.
Yep.
It's totally different genre of romance.
Yeah, it's got a different premise to. I mean, it's got the same premise, but just different names. So yeah, I did make the mistake of mixing those two up.
What's a Neuromancer?
What's that? Sorry.
What's a Neuromancer?
Well, Neuromancer is it
the opposite of an old romancer?
Yeah. Well, you know, I mean,
I've just dated myself with that joke, so yeah.
Well, you got it anyway. So
yeah, no.
Yeah. So that's definitely one of the public apologies I need to make. The other one, which was a big one actually, we were talking last week regarding the San Diego Comic-Con announcement, and I was talking all things toys, and made mention that Hasbro was taking on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle license. I got my brands mistaken, and it was actually Mattel who are taking on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle brand license. So
you meant Coke, and you said Pepsi.
I meant Coke, and I said water. So
you meant Nike, and Reebok,
and I got Payless shoes. So yeah, so yeah. Anyway, I mean, for those that might not know, Mattel, probably one of the biggest licensing toy companies in the world. You know, they do things like Master of the Universe and Barbie and Hot Wheels and Jurassic Park, WWE. And the list goes on and on and on and on. But
it works.
Yeah, so it'll be interesting anyway to see how Hasbro goes. I mean, Mattel. See, I nearly did it again. Mattel goes with the license
for next week's apology.
Yeah, well, I mean, maybe we'll get TMNT Barbies, or we'll definitely get Hot Wheels. I would say, I guess.
Yep.
We may get the Turtles Back in Time with the Jurassic era with Jurassic Park. That'd be kind of cool.
April O'Neil Barbie would be right.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see how what they do with. You could get a Karai one with as well if you wanted.
Yeah, you could get Casey or
Casey. Yeah, Shredder.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's quite a few there. What about Krang? A Krang Barbie?
No, I don't think we'll get a Krang Barbie.
He's a little bit too skinny.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, he's just a little too gross. I don't think that would work.
But anyway, yeah, those are my public apologies. Apologies to both Neuromancer and also the Mattel. We hope one day you'll be a sponsor.
Is that it?
That's it.
But what about, because you got me all excited because I thought you were going to finally apologise to me for getting me involved in this podcasting thing in the first place. I thought that was where this was heading. Okay. All right. I can wait another week.
That's what you're going to get for that one.
Okay.
Anyway,
fair enough. I apologize. I apologize for my dad joke before.
Yeah, no, you can't take it back. Sorry.
I'm not going to leave it a week though. I'm just going to clear the slate right now and say sorry.
Anyway, let's get into the zest.
Oh, yeah, well done.
Again.
Yes.
Yeah,
good job. Yeah. Now you didn't have them on the floor this time.
No, got my paper ready. It's all good to go. So
yeah, very good. Yeah, it didn't take you nearly as long to get the hang of that as I thought it would.
All right, Mr. Trailers, bring out your doctorate. What have you got for us this week?
I've only got one.
Oh,
yeah. There's probably been others, but I've only got one.
Which one would that be?
Ted Lasso.
Oh, you've missed so many this week.
Yeah, I have. I was kind of hoping that you would pick up the slack because I looked at my notes.
Okay, apprenticeship is back on. I'll take over after you. Well, so Ted Lasso, final season?
Yeah. No, not final season. This is actually a bonus season because we didn't think we were going to get. This is season 4,
right? And
everybody sort of thought it was wrapped up after season 3, but I think it was just a bit of a negotiating, working out the money type thing. Right. But the show is. You haven't watched Ted Lasso yet, have you? No. So the show is taking a bit of a turn in that for the first 3 seasons, he's been coaching the men's team at Richmond AFC. And in this season, he's going to be coaching the Richmond AFC women's team.
That's cool.
Yeah, so it's introducing a whole new bunch of characters, and I'm really excited for it. So it was nice to see that trailer, and more than anything, nice to get a date for when we get the first episode, which is coming up really soon. So. That was the only one I had written down. I've been a bit neglectful of my notes this week, but I offer no excuse.
That's all right. I'll take the apprenticeship and run with it.
On with the show, Mrs. Trailers.
Gee whiz. Jumanji Open World. You might have seen that as one of the previews when you went and saw a certain large film that's done a lot of money. That was released this week and coincided with Spider-Man Brand New Day.
I did see the Jumanji trailer, yes,
and that looks great. Looks a lot of fun. I like where they're going with it. Again, interesting spin from the last 2 films. I don't know how much longer they can go with the same characters doing the same thing.
I get the feeling this is the last one. Like
this is the end of the trilogy.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if the Jumanji brand comes back in a few years or something. But I get the impression that this is sort of the last run around for these characters and these actors.
Well, we've got The Rock. Who's in it? The Rock. We've got
Karen Gillan, Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart
and Jack Black.
Jack Black. Yeah, and
then a bunch of very fun supporting characters as well.
Yeah, one of the Jonas Brothers.
Yeah, I don't know whether I haven't seen him in the trailer for this one. I think
I haven't seen him in the trailer, but I'm sure he'll be there. He'll have to be there.
Well, haven't they been busy making new music, the Jonas Brothers?
I don't know. I don't follow the Jonas Brothers, so I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't know. You just struck me as someone who would be up to it with all the Jonas Brothers.
You think I'm a Jonas Brothers fan, do you?
Well, look, if it walks like a Jonas fan and talks like a Jonas fan, usually it's a Jonas fan. But
I'll wear my Joe Jonas T-shirt next week.
Yes, please.
Okay, no problems. Challenge accepted.
Yeah.
It
does.
it
It does. Jumanji. It does look fun. It looks silly as you would expect. There's a slim chance that I might go and see it in the cinema. I went and saw the last one.
Okay.
That was sort of more out of nostalgia because I think we went and saw the first one with my boys when they were a bit younger.
Yeah.
And then I think it was just me and producer Kim that went and saw the last one.
Right.
But there's a chance I might see it, but I might also wait for streaming for this one. They're definitely a good fun switch your brain off watch. But I'm not sure that I'll make it to the cinema for that one.
Anything with Jack Black in it, I'll watch. So
I like the whole cast. I
do like the whole cast.
Kevin Hart's very funny. Dwayne Johnson, I think, is always great. I think I've been watching Karen Gillan since Doctor Who days, and I think she's a very talented and funny person. At some stage I'll see it, but I'm just not sure whether I'll get to the cinema.
Yep, no, totally understand that one. Another one that came out was, what's that?
What other trailers have we had, Mrs. Trailers?
Oh, well, yes. Star Wars, The Ninth Jedi. We got a full trailer for and what to expect for the new series. I think
I didn't write this one down because I am in. Like, I didn't need to see it.
Right.
So I think I've seen some of the clips and stuff, but I don't think I knew there was a trailer because I don't need it.
It's a full trailer and it just it really is an exciting event for Star Wars. I'm looking forward to seeing the when that sort of gets going, and because we really enjoyed the visions and there was two. Was it 2 episodes? It was 2 episodes, wasn't it?
There was an episode in season 1 and there was an episode in season 3.
Yeah, right. Gotcha.
Which I might have to try and watch again. We watched them after the announcement of this show at Star Wars Celebration. But I think I might watch those as well, just as part of the lead up and the excitement. Because I'm really looking forward to the new episodes coming out. I think it's going to be great.
Well, you don't have long because when this comes out tomorrow or Wednesday, it's the same day, so it'll be out on Wednesday. So
this month we're only a few days into this month, and it's already getting away from me.
Yeah, it's jammed. So there's a lot happening. So there's a lot to talk about, which is great. The only other trailer that I had on my list, and it was also featured as part of the Spider-Man Brand New Day, which was the Thomas Crown affair with Michael B. Jordan.
Yes, good point. It's a really good trailer.
Yeah, it's I mean, he's writing, directing, and starring in this one, so a bit like he did with Creed. And he's kind of like a triple threat, isn't he? Now, when it comes to film.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you've got the energy, then good luck to you. But he certainly seems to have the not just the energy, but the enthusiasm and the passion to do all those things. So I think it's great. Yeah,
and the Thomas Crown affair. I mean, this is not a new property by any stretch of the imagination. No. This has been done. I think it was 1968. And 1999 it was.
Who was in the 68 one?
The 68 one was good old Steve McQueen. So
of course, yeah. And then in 99 it was Pierce Brosnan.
Yeah. It was Faye Dunaway and Steve McQueen, and then it was Pierce Brosnan and I'm trying to remember her name. What was her name again?
Google faster, damn it.
Renee Russo was her name. That's what it was.
Yes.
Renee Russo. I could see her, and I knew that she was in Lethal Weapon. I just couldn't remember her name. But
she's great.
So that was Renee Russo and Pierce Brosnan, and then prior to that was Faye Dunaway and Steve McQueen. So So again, this looks like it's a bit of a different retelling of the story, but But
I don't.
but
I don't remember. I know I think I've seen the Pierce Brosnan version. I don't think I've seen the Steve McQueen one, but I don't remember enough about it. I know that they seem to have nailed the aesthetic of it. Like it looks like you would expect the Thomas Crown Affair to look. But
yeah,
and I'm really excited for Michael B. Jordan for this one. I hope it goes really well, and I hope it's received really well because he's certainly on a hot streak. That's for sure. After winning his Oscar.
Yeah, totally agree. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what this one looks like too. I mean, anything with a heist, I'm there. Like all you have to do is say heist, and it could be about circus midgets stealing an elephant, and I'd be there.
I was going to say you do like a heist or a scam, don't you, Nath?
What are you implying?
I'm not implying anything.
Oh, okay, sure you are. Okay,
I'm just saying I've noticed this in your. We've known each other for a long time, and I've noticed that you do like a bit of a cheeky scam.
I do like a cheeky scam. Yep, yeah. It's some of my favorite films that are a cheeky heist. So
on that note, welcome to the Pulp Culture Podcast.
Yeah.
Hope you're having a good time. Thank you for tuning in.
And you can check out my other podcast, Heists a Go-Go. Where I review a heist film every week.
I thought that was your business.
It's a front. But anyway, moving on, let's get into a little bit of news. We've got some real Marvel seems to have taken over this week with more news. Probably the biggest news that I probably I'm going to mention is Mahershala Ali?
Mahershala Ali, yep.
Yeah, confirms that he's no longer Blade. Now, we talked about this quite a number of episodes ago, and you were sort of holding hope, and I said, nope, it's done. He's definitely not. It's past its use by date. And sure enough, he has confirmed that is 100% correct. Which is really disappointing. It's also disappointing that Marvel strung him along for such a long time. He has come out and he is a little bit negative about the whole process and, saying that he did turn down other roles on specifically so that he could take on the role of Blade. What the fallout of that will be really, really interesting because there's been some talk of some legal issues there with loss of income. But, look, that's between them. But it's just disappointing for us as fans that we're not going to get a Blade with him in it. I don't necessarily think that's now that Ghost Rider's been announced, I think we're still going to get Blade, but I just think that it's going to be recast. And maybe we get Blade inside of Ghost Rider. And that's the launch, right? For Midnight Suns.
I think that's a real shame. Mahershala Ali seems, he's a great actor. He seems like a great guy too. So I'm disappointed that he's disappointed. And I would have loved to have seen him as Blade. I don't think there's anyone that would suggest that he wouldn't have been a fantastic Blade. And I'm just interested to see now who, down the track, because they will recast Blade. Like we will get Blade in the MCU. As you say, sure. Midnight Suns are coming. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a Ghost Rider film and then the direct sort of sequel, quote unquote, is Midnight Suns. I think that is probably where we'll see Moon Knight come back. We might even see Werewolf by Night with Gael Garcia Bernal. This is just me dreaming here, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see Blade pop up in that.
Well, there's also a rumor going around at the moment that Moon Knight's going to pop up in Daredevil. So I think that's an interesting sort of one as well. That might be another way.
It would make perfect sense. They move in the same circles. There's a lot of characters popping up in Daredevil. It's almost got a cast list.
It's getting a bit full, isn't it? Right?
Yeah, it's almost
roster.
as stacked as X-Men '97.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, they're going to have all the defenders in the next one, and Colleen Wing is also sort of rumored to be in the next Daredevil as well. So
I would love that. That would be wonderful news.
Yeah, I think it'll be great. They really are. Daredevil's taking it up a notch every season, I think. So, yeah,
well, we're getting Elektra back as well. So
yes, we are. Yep.
Yeah. I would love to see Jessica Henwick come back as Colleen Wing. Jessica Henwick lights up anything that she's in. I'm loving watching her in Silo at the moment.
Oh, she's unreal.
Yeah. No, she's such a great actress. Yeah, just amazing. So I'm excited at the prospect of her coming back, and I know that our boy Benji Bajorek will be happy as well. He's a big Colleen Wing fan.
Yep. Well, shout out to Benji, who we'll have on the show in probably a couple of weeks' time. So as a special guest host. So looking forward to having him.
Wonderful.
Yeah, which will be good. Talking about cancellations, another one that you'll probably be really disappointed about is that Marvel has suddenly cancelled Wonder Man Season 2.
Yes.
I don't know if you'd heard this. So
I had heard this. I saw a post from one of the Hollywood press reporting agencies, and then I quickly saw a post from the man himself, Yahya Abdul-Mateen II.
Yep.
And yeah, it is. It's really disappointing. It's not a good look either. Like a lot of the stuff that they're cancelling, it has to be said is black-led projects. And
I was thinking the same thing. I wasn't going to say it, but I was thinking exactly the same thing.
Yeah. Yep. No, it's. I mean, it is not a good look.
No,
I think it was Mahershala Ali said it. It's not like they're short of money.
No.
No. If they wanted to make it happen, they could make it happen. So the reasons behind them not making it happen, I think it's really interesting, and it comes. I mean, there's talk of other black characters in Marvel being sort of disappeared as well. Photon from from the Marvels, who was also in WandaVision. People are asking what's happened to her, and I think that's a reasonable question. We haven't seen her in any of the publicity for the next movie yet. Doesn't mean she won't be in it, but she's a character that they sort of built up, and now she's where is she?
And pretty much since the Marvels, she's kind of just disappeared, didn't she? So,
and it's a real shame. I mean, I like a lot of people would love to see them continue to elevate these characters and continue to push the diversity of actors in ethnicity and gender and every aspect of life in these things. But it's a real shame. But I'm disappointed we won't see more of Wonder Man in Wonder Man Season 2. But I am hopeful that we're going to get to see him in another project down the way. I wonder whether maybe the reason they've cancelled this is because they found a better spot for him, perhaps in Avengers Secret Wars or whatever it is. Or maybe even in Doomsday. Maybe he's going to pop up in Doomsday and that doesn't click with what they had planned for Season 2. I don't know. But I just definitely hope we see more of Yahya because he's a great actor, great bloke, and a great addition to the MCU.
What other news have you got on your list?
I haven't got a whole lot of other news. The other news I wrote down was just I'm really excited for like the next couple of weeks in terms of particularly in television. Like we've touched on a bit of it so far, but I just wanted to briefly give a nod to some of the shows that we've got coming up because a large part of what we talk about on here is us getting excited about the things that we've been reading and watching, and the next couple of weeks are quite huge. I hadn't realized till I started making notes for this that we've had 2 new episodes of Futurama drop on Disney Plus.
Have you watched those yet?
I haven't, no. But
Okay.
I as I said, I noticed that they were there today,
Yep.
so that has just begun the excitement. As you said, we've got Ted Lasso returning on a weekly basis as of probably tomorrow. Mm-hmm. Star Wars Visions, The Ninth Jedi, all episodes drop, I think, tomorrow. And then later, early next week, those of us that are watching House of the Dragons, the Game of Thrones spin-off, we've got the big finale episode, which is definitely going to be a good one, especially in the wake of the last episode, which we had yesterday. Very dramatic. So that's an exciting thing to look forward to. And then, of course, we've got Lanterns coming up on HBO Max on August 17, assuming that they give it to us and don't send it off to ABC iView or Channel 31 or something like that.
Yep. Yeah. Well, we'll just have to wait and see. But looking forward to.
I'm not bitter.
Doesn't sound like it at all.
No. Good.
So still waiting for ABC iView to comment on whether they're going to have My Adventures with Superman. Still no comment yet. So ABC iView, give us a statement. Help us out. Let us know.
Yes, please. Yeah, just let us know. Just let us know.
Yeah, and if you know somebody at ABC iView or ABC in general, and you've got a connection, hit us up on our socials under Pop Culture Pod. Hit us up in the DMs. You can be anonymous, but we'd love to know.
Yeah. If you've got Giggle and or Hoot in your group chat. Just send them a quick text. Just say what's going on with My Adventures with Superman, because they'll probably know, I'm sure.
Yep, absolutely. For me, I've got a little bit of news. Sony producer Amy Pascal has confirmed that an animated Venom movie is officially in development. Which is cool. I think riding on the back of the Spider-Verse films. They're going to do a Venom as well, so which I think is great.
So, apologies, you said it was a movie or a TV series?
Movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if it's along the lines of the Spider-Verse stuff, then give it to me.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So it just says it's officially in development. Doesn't say anything else on it at this stage.
That might be sort of what they're looking at as the next thing in the Spider-Verse animated stuff, because I think it's safe to assume that at some stage soon we're going to get Miles Morales in live action, and so that character will move over there, and Venom can have a go in animation. That Venom's a great character for animated stuff. We were talking, I think it was last week or the week before, about Clayface and about how great he is as an animated character, and how difficult it's going to be to sort of translate that awesome character into live action. But I think Venom's a really great one to explore in animation, especially the top-notch stuff that we've seen from the Spider-Verse and Sony.
Yeah, totally agree. Shadow of the Bat. We got a bit of a synopsis. Do you know about this? Have you heard about the
comic series?
Yeah, the comic series. What to expect from that?
I haven't heard a synopsis. No, hit me up.
Yeah, so this is really, really interesting. So apparently, so this is how it goes, and I'll read it because it's a little bit lengthy. But it says, an abandoned Ace chemical factory mysteriously explodes, bathing a Gotham neighborhood in highly potent and completely unknown neuropharmacological agents. There you go. That's a bit of a word, isn't it?
Neuromantic.
Neuromantic. Neuro whatever. Pharmacological agents. So the sort that was created by the Joker. Fearing 50,000 Jokers, an Arkham the size of a small city, a brutal quarantine is instituted, martial law is declared, and Batman enters. Doesn't that sound cool?
It does sound cool. I'm excited for that. It's because the creative team behind this one is the creative team from Absolute Martian Manhunter. Yeah,
Correct.
Dennis Camp and Javi Rodriguez. Yeah.
Yep.
They'll kill that. It'll be awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, and now you've sort of heard that we're getting sort of potential different types and styles of Jokers. That fits right in with their wheelhouse, doesn't it? Of off the wall art and storyline. So
bring on the chaos.
Yeah, a lot of chaos there. The only other thing that I wanted to sort of raise in the news was that we're starting to get some casting confirmations and rumors regarding X-Men for the films.
Yes.
We know of one already, but we're not going to spoil that one in particular because we did say that we were going to have a spoil-free episode.
You did say that, and you're already flirting with otherwise, but no.
No. But it has been confirmed that Australia's own Samara Weaving is going to be Emma Frost.
Yeah.
So it's interesting that they've got Emma Frost in the mix of the first roster of this new version of the X-Men.
Yeah. It is an interesting choice.
Yep.
Although, sorry, just to pull you up on that though, like, just because they cast Emma Frost in the movie doesn't mean necessarily she's going to be part of the roster of the X-Men.
No, definitely not suggesting that. I mean, she could potentially be part of a Hellfire Club or just bad guys in general, etc. There's some pretty large rumors going around that in Indy Navarrete, is that Navarrete from Obsession?
I think it's Never Ready.
Is going.
I always have to have a bit of a think, but
yeah. She's rumored to be Mystique, which I can see in that.
I heard that cool. Was a role that she was eager to play. Yep, I can see that.
And she has had talks with Marvel. I mean, that's on the record. Charles Melton.
Her agents would be talking to everybody at the moment, and
I reckon they would be too.
The doors are being bashed down.
Have you?
I haven't yet. No.
No, right, okay. She's really great in that. You would recognize this name, Charles Melton, who was in Riverdale. He is rumored for Beast.
Yeah,
which is
he was in some high profile movie recently.
He was in Beef. He was in Beef as well.
Beef, yeah. No, his status has sort of been elevating pretty steadily over the last couple of years. So, he's a very talented actor. I don't necessarily see him as Hank McCoy, but like I said, I trust that his level of talent. So, if that's what he ends up being, then I'm sure he'll kill it. So.
Yeah, absolutely. We've got Kaylee Spaney, I think, as Rogue
from Alien Romulus.
And she was fantastic in that. Jamie Lawson as Storm, which is rather cool.
What's Jamie Lawson from?
Jamie Lawson. Yeah. While we're googling that,
I know it's a question without notice, but
yeah, absolutely, it's a question without notice. Oh, she was in The Running Man. She was in
this
Sinners.
That's
man. Right. She was in Sinners.
Jamie Lawson.
Yeah, Jamie Lawson.
Who was she in Sinners?
Yeah, great question. I can't remember. She was also in the Batman as well.
Yeah, I reckon maybe she was the singer in Sinners.
Yes, correct. And she was the mayor. She was the mayor in the Batman.
Yes, yeah, that's right.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, nice. What a great collection of talent they're assembling.
Yep. Just really quickly, Bill Skarsgård as Professor X.
Yes, I did hear that one as well. Again, a level of acting talent with no roof. He could do anything. So,
yeah. You've got Drew. You've got Drew Starkey, I think you pronounce his name.
Okay.
As Cyclops. Drew Starkey has been he's been in that really popular TV show Outer Banks, and he's in a TV show currently called Lucky, which has Anna Taylor-Joy in it.
Yep.
So yeah, he's rumored to be Cyclops. Adam Driver is Mr. Sinister. That's been a pretty big one that's been floating around for a little while now. And there's been no denial or confirmation on that one. But
well, he was first rumored to be Magneto, wasn't he?
Correct. But Magneto, the current rumor for Magneto is Jensen Ackles, which I think is really a really interesting one.
Okay.
I wasn't expecting that one. But again, he's had some conversations with Marvel, especially around him recently in The Boys and doing the new spin-off. He
certainly seems to enjoy the genre because Jensen's voiced Batman in a number of projects as well.
He sure has.
He's obviously a fan of the superhero genre.
Yeah. So there's some interesting rumors that are floating around at the moment. I do like where they're going and where they're traveling. I mean, there's no talk of Wolverine. I do wonder what that looks like, whether we have an X-Men without the Wolverine in the first film, or whether we get that at a later date.
I kind of hope that they leave Wolverine on the table for a little bit, to be honest.
I agree. I agree.
We know that the X-Men can work without him. We know anything's better than with Wolverine. If you want to improve something, add Wolverine. He's like the cheese of the MCU. I'm hoping that there's some truth behind these casting rumors. I'm hoping it's just not all fan cast, because particularly Samara Weaving. I've seen
that's
Samara
100%. That's 100% confirmed.
That's confirmed. Yeah, I keep seeing the word
confirmed. Yeah,
I keep saying the word confirmed, but even I can slap stickers on stuff that says confirmed.
No, that's been confirmed from Variety, from Deadline. So they're good. Probably two of the bigger reputable news outlets for this sort of stuff. So
I'm really pleased for that on multiple levels, because I love seeing Australian actors do well anywhere, but particularly in the US and in the UK and elsewhere. But Samara Weaving, I've seen in a number of projects. I think the first thing I saw her in was the TV remake of Picnic at Hanging Rock.
Oh, okay.
And she's amazing. So and she's got the right level of cheekiness and personality to really kill that role. So I'm hoping that is the truth.
Well, I just saw her just recently in Ready or Not 2, which was the sequel from the first. And she was just as good in that as she was in the first one. So,
okay,
probably not up your alley. It's pretty horrific, but
it's for grown-ups, is it?
It's for during the daytime with the lights on.
Right, I'm going to steer clear of that one then.
For you, anyway. So that's pretty much it for the news from me. What about you?
No, that's it for me. As I said, I've dropped the ball a bit this week and not made too many notes. I'm solely focused on the return of Ted Lasso.
Okay. All right, good. Well, what we can solely focus on right now is...
Didn't give me any option there, did you? You just
welcome back to the Weird Files, everyone.
Boom.
We did, just uppercut from out of nowhere.
Danhausen clothesline from off the ropes.
Oh, shout out to Danhausen for his win too, by the way. winning against Dominic Mysterio in true Danhausen fashion with Mini-Hausens.
Friend of the show, Danhausen.
Friend of the show. So, yes, we congratulate you on your win. I think it's 18-0 now for him. So he's doing exceptionally well.
Very nice, very evil.
Very evil. Talking about very nice and very evil, this week's Weird Files is titled Retirement Home Casino.
Mm.
An 84-year-old Florida woman has been arrested for running an underground casino out of her retirement home craft room. Residents thought that the weekly knitting circle at Sunny Palms Retirement Village was exactly what it sounded like, until deputies say that they discovered it had secretly become one of the most profitable underground casinos in the county. According to investigators, the 84-year-old had spent nearly 3 years transforming the retirement home's craft room into a fully functional gambling operation every Tuesday afternoon. Police say that bingo cards were merely a cover. Behind folding tables decorated with yarn, baskets, and fully finished quilts, players allegedly rotated between blackjack, poker, roulette, and a highly competitive game called High Stakes Canasta. Authorities say that the buy-in started at $20, but after often climbed into thousands before dinner. Detectives allege that the woman employed volunteer lookouts stationed near the elevators who would shout arts and crafts whenever staff members approached, giving everyone enough time to hide poker chips inside knitting bags. Officers executed a search warrant, reportedly recovering over $18,000 in cash, handwritten betting ledgers disguised as crochet patterns, custom casino chips labeled Grandma's House, and what deputies described as the most organized retirement gambling operation we've ever seen. Residents told police that the woman banned anyone who complained from entering the weekly pie raffle, a punishment many feared more than losing money. When deputies asked why she ran the casino, the woman reportedly shrugged and replied, "Bingo is for amateurs." As she was escorted out, several residents allegedly stood and applauded, demanding the sheriff to bring back Tuesday night poker. There you go. Good on her.
I have two questions or observations.
Sure.
One, how big are counties in Florida?
That's a great question. It must be big, right?
Because like if we equate it to like our local situation, like if it's like a council area, like how many illegal underground gambling operations do you think you would have in your local council area?
It's about 2,000 square kilometers. It's massive.
Oh, okay, it's huge. All right, no worries. Because they said it was one of the most profitable ones in the county, and I'm like, how many underground casinos have you got running in your county?
Between 8,000 and 2 million residents will reside in a county. So there you go.
So presumably, it's a fairly big county. No, fair enough. Yeah. All right. My second question is. These weird file stories, like they've sort of they're skewing now. You're just listing crimes. Like, even the one that I did a few weeks ago, like it was just some dude committing crimes. We're gonna have to start. I think we're gonna have to call it the scam files.
Oh, hey.
You like that? Yeah. See, I thought because you do like a cheeky scam, don't you, Nath?
Well, tell us what do you think, listeners? Do you or watchers? Tell us what you think. Should we change the name from the Weird Files to the Scam Files? Hit us up on the socials.
What we'll do, We'll rename it and we'll call it Nath Stones, and then we'll get your tax file number and we'll put your tax file number in it. I will say Nath Stones tax file numbers scam files.
It'll be called the Nath Stones affair instead of the Thomas Crown affair.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
Yeah, nothing and absolutely everything. But that's it for the weird files. Maybe we'll put a poll up and we'll see what your thoughts are on our Instagram page. See if you want us to change it, and you can let us know. Otherwise, that's not a bad one. But good on her. Good on her. 84, and she's running an illegal casino. That's amazing.
No, it's flying in the face of what the craft group is meant to be. That's my main beef. It's supposed to be about the art.
Oh, okay, sure, gotcha. Well, we're going to go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be back right after that.
Next Saturday morning on Fox Kids, the all-new mutant matchup continues. The X-Men join forces with Spider-Man to take on a powerful new villain.
I'm impressed. I'm not here to impress you.
Can this tag team prevail against impossible odds?
I'm gonna find out for myself.
Watch an exciting all-new Spider-Man next Saturday morning on Fox Kids.
There you go. How's that? Are you excited?
I want to watch that episode.
Well, you can if you go to Disney Plus, you can watch that episode.
Have you figured out which season and which episode it is?
Definitely not, but I can come back to you. I'll get my people to talk to your people about it offline.
All right, because I would love that. Would be the perfect come down from recording this episode is watching that episode of Spider-Man. That looks great.
All right, sounds good. Why don't we get in to the aisle? Oh, he's got props. He's already reading.
Oh, sorry.
He's already going. Good to go.
I was reading in the aisle. I was fully immersing myself.
Well, seeing you've already got something to show, why don't you go first?
Yeah, I guess I could start with that one, couldn't I?
Yeah.
I've been reading heaps this week.
Yeah, I know, and you've got some Australian independent talent in there as well, which is great.
I do. I've ended up with a couple of local books to look at this week,
and I've got a local book too. So it's a local book fest for us this week.
Yes, I'm very excited to see yours.
Yeah,
the pictures you posted on socials look amazing.
Yes. Well, you go first. Let's go.
All right. Well, I mean, because I just had I teased it a second ago. I'll just talk about this one because I read this milestone issue, Action Comics number 1100. Yeah, it's I mean, there's nothing particularly groundbreaking about the issue itself, other than the fact that, spoiler alert, it does sort of feature the return of Superman from a month or two off. He, in the stories, disappeared in the wake of the DC KO event, and we've been spending a bit of time with the various Superboys in the Superman books recently. But as the cover suggests, the big dog is back. Yeah. No, it's but the highlight of this one for me is the really great cover art from Ryan Sook.
That's a cool wraparound with the different sort of eras of Superman.
Yeah. I thought it was brilliant, but the story was really good too. It sort of wraps up the Superboy in Smallville story that we've had going for, as I say, the last sort of 6 issues or whatever, and it also touches on some of the other Superboy's stories that we've had going, and sort of brings them all back to the one place, and features the return of the big dog. So that was really good. Always love reading a bit of Superman, so that was fun. Some of the other stuff, I'll leave the local stuff till last. I think maybe we'll talk about all those all at once. Another thing that I finished reading this week, I started reading this ages ago, Jessica Jones' Blind Spot, and it features 2 stories, and I so enjoyed the first one, which is called Blind Spot. It's by Kelly Thompson with art by Mattia DeUlius and Marcio Takara and others. I love that story so much that I decided to sort of save the next one for a bit. But I dove into it this week, and my goodness, this is such a good book. I posted on socials about this, about how much I enjoyed it. And I basically said that Kelly Thompson, I said that Kelly Thompson is a writer that I would follow anywhere. Between this and Absolute Wonder Woman, and a lot of the other stuff that she's written as well, we in this house have just become such a big fan of hers, and this is easily one of the best things I've ever read.
Wow.
It's just such a great, dramatic, heartfelt, heart-wrenching story, but it's really funny. It's a great use of not just the main characters in Jessica and Luke Cage, but some of the supporting characters that she brings into. I won't spoil it because I'm going to encourage everybody to go and read it. But
basic premise of the
yeah. Well, the basic premise of the first. I mean, the two stories are linked. Like they do follow on from one another. The first one is a bit of a murder mystery that involves Jessica's main villain, I guess, Kilgrave, aka the Purple Man. And it's kind of a murder mystery that she's trying to solve, but obviously with the things that Kilgrave has done to Jessica in the past, it's that a case involving him is never going to be easy for her. It activates a lot of her traumas, and then the second one is just an amazing story about again, sort of Kilgrave rearing his ugly head in the affairs of her direct family, and it just strikes at the heart of that family unit of Jessica and Luke and their daughter. And as I said, it's heart-wrenching, but it's just so good. It's something that I really encourage everybody to read because it's really as good as comics get. I loved it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Great review.
What about you? What else have you been reading?
Yeah, so for me, there's been I've been catching up on a couple of books, but really, for me this week, I think what I really wanted to talk about is this bad boy here.
Nice, amazing
cover. The whole screen full of this beautiful goodness that is Levi Kleeman's Death Roll Volume 1. Look at that chunky boy. Look how big that book is.
That's amazing.
For, I think it was about $30 Australian. I'm just going to
really
show you a couple of pages here, just so you can, for our watchers, so they can see here.
It looks fantastic.
Yeah. So, all right, here you go. There's another one. There's a bit of a hospital scene here. And the opening page. That's our opening page. It's wild. Absolutely wild. Yeah, talking about wild, the premise for this book is that it's set in a anthropomorphic, I think that's how you pronounce it, meaning that humans are substituted with animals. And it's set in a Miami, Florida, and it's the story of a young American bulldog who happens to be an Army Ranger veteran, who has sustained some serious trauma, PTSD, and a lost limb because of it. And he's pushed beyond his limits in a desperate fight to rescue his brother, which are from a gang of vicious reptiles. So this is really cool. So we've got sort of, the good guys that are essentially animals, and the bad guys sort of sit in the wheelhouse of reptiles. And this is, like I said, I got this, I want to say Friday, so I got this like 4 or 5 days ago.
Sounds about right.
And I read this all in one sitting, and I want to reread it again. That's how good this book is. And this is Levi's first book that he's published as well, which is unbelievable for what it is. To give you an idea, if you like something like Jack Reacher, Miami Vice, Black Sad, or even Berserk, the manga, you're definitely going to love this book. And I mean, all 4 of those that I've mentioned on the show well and truly before, that they're some of my faves. And so this, when I saw that this was going to be on Kickstarter, I was one of the, and I'm not blowing my trumpet, I'm saying it because I wanted to be one of the first to back this book, and I did, because it was just super exciting. It was right up my alley. It really gives off notes of, that Miami neon, sleazy, sort of exciting town to be in. We've got car chases, we've got gunfights, we've got fist fights, and having a bulldog fight a crocodile is just something that you would never imagine, but it is just super cool to witness. The colors in this are just gorgeous. They exude the sort of the emotion that you're trying to achieve from it. Levi does it all. Ben Wolf is the only other contributor to this book who does the editing. So that's the only thing that Ben does. And I mean, he's edited the book superbly. The story is great. The one thing that's really exciting about this is that there's a volume 2 on the way. He's already well and truly into volume 2. And he's not going to be slowing down. I believe that he's got quite a number of stories to tell after that as well. So if you want to grab a copy of this book, which is Death Roll, Volume 1 by Levi Kleeman, you can check him out on the socials under the Art of Levi Kleeman, and you can hit him up and get yourself a copy. So yeah, again, it's under Levi Kleeman, and I couldn't highly recommend this book enough.
Yeah, I'm really pleased that you've been excited with the end result, because you as you said, you've been excited about this book for months. And he also Levi also featured on one of our Pulp Plus episodes, which you can jump on and listen to if you want to know a little bit more about his process and his methods, and also his love to feature his own dog in the series, which is fantastic. When you know that story and you see his dog, you'll understand why he's really, really important part of the book. It was a really good episode of Pop Culture Plus too. It was a really great chat, and very inspiring as well. So yeah, I encourage people to go back and listen to that as well.
Yeah, absolutely, and we'll link it in our show notes as well. What about you? You've got some independent books that you've been reading as well.
Yeah, well, first of all, I'm hoping that we'll be able to get some copies of Death Roll in at All Star Comics at some stage, because they did look magnificent on the shelves in the local section. Levi, there you go. You've the door is open. I'm sure. I think there's stuff happening already, but I'm just looking forward to it, because that looks like another easy one to recommend. But speaking of easy books, easy local books to recommend, and speaking of reading stuff in one sitting too, I sat down and read Manta by Jordan Allen Barr,
who we featured on. We actually featured this book on our Aussie special.
We did
very, very early on this year.
Yeah, we did. And I bought these when we got them restocked in the shop a few weeks ago, and finally sat down to read them. I wanted to make sure that I had time to read them. I was only going to sort of read a little bit and then, move on to something else. And I sat up and I read all of volume 1, which is, a bit of background about this book is it's a combination of zines in the Mantis series that Jordan's been doing for a few years and selling at zine fairs and stuff around Perth. And this one, volume 1, comprises issues 1 to 20. It's completely wordless. There's no words in it at all. It's all just pictures. And I have to admit, I've got a bit of a soft spot for that. Like, I've got no aversion to reading, but I really like the challenge, which makes it sound like it's hard work. It's not hard work, but I really like the challenge of piecing together what's going on in a story just from the pictures. And that's what you have to do in this one. And it's magnificent. I
reckon there's a level of skill involved in that too, right? From the writer's perspective as well as the artist's perspective on putting together a book that has no dialogue at all in it. And we've seen other sort of G.I. Joe is probably one of the first that I can think of that actually did do a silent issue, and that kind of inspired a lot of others. But you've got to be a good writer to be able to translate that to the artist for them to be able to then put that into a visible medium.
I love it because it's sort of, I mean, for me as I'm a bit of a history buff, and as a history buff, like sequential art, which is what comics are. It's what comics are. It's what television. It's what movies are. Sequential art dates back to cave paintings, and cave paintings in some forms, in most forms, that's what they are. They're sequential art. It's pictures that tell a story and without words.
Yep.
And so this is a modern version that we have in common with people that created and observed those forms of art tens of thousands of years ago. And I think that that's magnificent. And so, I really loved this book in particular. I just thought it was great. I didn't realize how much I was going to get into it. I love the, like, it's all completely black and white, sort of in true zine sort of form. But it's been lovingly illustrated and put together. It's it's a magical sort of fantastical story that I would sort of compare to like Studio Ghibli. And it's just mesmerizing.
I think at the time, I sort of said that it reminded me a bit of Mobius as well. Sort of,
very much so.
Sort of a Mobius vibe to it.
Yeah. No, there's definitely some inspiration there, I would say. But I just loved it. And as I said, I bought volume 1, and then volume 2 is a bit smaller, but it features issues 21 to 25, which it ends on a cliffhanger. I know there's more planned, but I immediately got onto Jordan's website and ordered the only other chapter that's available, number 26, which apparently Jordan tells me it's in the mail. It's on the way here, but I was literally dying to read the next chapter. So, I'm very much looking forward to getting a hold of that zine when it gets here, because I just want to read more. But it's been a book that we haven't had any trouble selling on the shelves at All Star. In any way, but it's definitely one that I'm going to be pushing to people because it's wonderful and just a magnificent little physical object and a magical read. I loved it.
There's something in the water in WA, isn't there? It really is in Western Australia with the likes of Levi Kleeman and with Jordan, Lauren Marshall, Mark Lautier. We've got quite a really rich talent pool in WA.
It really is undeniable. Like Gentle Coda, who's just moved over here as well, and done work on Benji's book. Like she's living in Melbourne now, but she's moved from Perth too.
That was she worked on Troubleshoot, didn't she?
She did, yeah. She did a beautiful little story in Troubleshoot.
Yeah, that's right.
And is doing amazing work of her own as well. It's undeniable that there's a real revolution happening in Perth at the moment. And WA, it's almost the centre of Australian comic creativity, I would say.
It feels like the early 2000s of Melbourne, where we had that sort of wellspring of talent that was all coming out of Melbourne, and now it seems that we've got quite a bit coming out of WA now, which is fantastic.
It's wonderful.
To see.
Yeah, it is. It's really great. It's the what is it? The Portland, Oregon of Australia.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, there's lots of comic creators live in Portland. I think it's like Bendis, and there's a whole bunch of them. There's like a whole community there, and there's no real reason for it all happening. It's just that's I don't know, other than the fact that they perhaps support each other and encourage each other and inspire each other, and who cares what it is? But it's really wonderful to see and wonderful to be a beneficiary of.
100%, totally get it. What else?
Yeah, the other local book that I've read this week is one we had signing for in the shop at All Star on Sunday. We had the creative duo, father-daughter duo, Mark Sheard and Jeannie Sheard, come into the store, and it was a great day. They were launching their book, Tales of the Unfamiliar, which, as you can see, is a fantastic-looking book. Yeah. I got my copy signed, which I was really chuffed about, and it was nice to have a chat to both Mark and Jeannie and other members of their family and entourage as well. Jeannie, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but I think Jeannie is 15 and she's done the writing for all of this.
Yeah, that's great.
It's amazing. Like she's come up with the story, I believe. She's done all the writing, and the writing is really top notch. It's fun. It's whimsical. It's engaging. It's definitely got me wanting to read more. So I'm really hoping that there is more on the way. I believe there is. And all of the art's done by Mark, who's not just a comic artist, but also an animator, I believe. Right. And it's just spectacular and fun. The costume designs, character designs are all great. I bought a copy for me, and I bought a copy for my niece who lives in the country. She's an avid comics reader. I'm going to send one off to her as well. But yeah, Tales of the Unfamiliar was a really great launch at the shop. But it's a really great book too, and I'm really thrilled that we've got them on the shelves in the shop because it's another one that's going to be easy and a joy to recommend to people.
It gives off a fairy tale fantasy vibe. Is that would I be right in saying that?
Yeah. It's sort of set in a. I don't think they name the land, but it's sort of a sort of pseudo medieval kind of land village. It's centered around this main character who I think her name's Thea. I think if I'm incorrect, then I apologize and I'm gonna look like a goose. But she's basically sort of a character that's kind of living on the streets. And as the story opens up, her world opens up to this world of people that are sort of animal human hybrids, sort of what are they called? Shapeshifters.
Oh, okay, cool.
It's just as I said, it's really fun, wonderful. This story is a really satisfying read in itself, but it's very much just an introduction to the world. Like it's just enough to give you like a bit of a taste and make you want to read more. Like I'm dying to read more already. So
do they have plans to do more?
I believe so. Yeah.
Awesome.
yeah, so I'm really looking forward to investigating that and being ready for it, because really great read, and really lovely creators as well, which is always nice to see.
Yeah, that's awesome. That's so good. Anything else on your list?
No, nothing else of any urgency. I think I'll probably leave everything else until later weeks. So I'd like to put the focus on those local books for now, because
I think so too. I mean,
I'm really enjoying my current sort of sojourn into reading local books. I've got more stacked up. I've got some more stuff from Paul Borchers, some of the Mountcat stuff. I've even got some more Benji Bajorek that I'm going to read, and I've got some other smaller books that I've bought as well that I'll talk about on future weeks as well. So, yeah, really enjoying my local books at the moment.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Just wanted to give a quick shout out to Marcus from Dark Root Comics, who is the writer on Zerovus. Which you actually gave a review for on last week's show. This is a new book that has just recently been released, and we sort of earmarked it. We saw it come out, and we pretty much posted straight away about it. And so Zerovus, which is issue 1. Is out now, which you can get from Dark Root Comics. But he gave us a shout out for reviewing his book, and he was very kind to do that. So we just wanted to give him another shout out as well. Looking forward to seeing the next issue come out.
Yeah, that was a really lovely and unnecessary response, and I was just thrilled that he was pleased with our episode, because it's a really good book, and again another one that looks really great on the shelves at All Star in the local section. So come on down.
Thanks, Marcus.
Yeah, well, thank you.
If we don't have anything else, maybe we'll go to another commercial, and then you'll see that this commercial is rather apt to what we'll be talking about next.
Black hole. We're being drawn into it.
Join us on the most fantastic of all voyages as we travel through a dark and mysterious universe on Ulysses 31. It's an awesome adventure with laser swords, spaceships, and action that's out of this world.
Quick, everybody to the shuttlecraft. Get away before the whole place blows up.
Watch Ulysses 31 right after Pablo on TO TV. Good idea.
Ulysses 31, Sunday morning at 9:30 on Philly 57.
There you go. Did you ever watch that?
Yeah. I don't remember it super well, but I remember the theme music that just came in right at the end there.
Yeah, right at the end, yeah.
And I do remember the show. Yeah, that was a good one.
That's a real brainworm, earworm. That one.
Yes,
the old Ulysses theme.
Not in a bad way, though.
Not in a bad way. Great one. Yeah, you'll be humming along and singing all the high notes with everybody else. So
yeah, I like it.
But we should. We're going to be talking about something very much related to Ulysses 31. Two big budget films that we'll be talking about this week is The Odyssey and Spider-Man Brand New Day. And you'll now see the link between Ulysses 31 and The Odyssey. Both exactly the same theme, just different eras and different mediums. But do you want
slightly different aesthetics?
Yeah. Do you want to talk about The Odyssey first?
Sure. Yeah, I'd forgotten we didn't talk about it last week. We had so much
stuff to
talk about from Comic-Con.
We had San Diego Comic-Con. I hadn't watched it yet, so we put a pin in it this week.
So you've seen it now?
I have seen it now. Yes. Yep.
And what did you think?
It was it's a typical Christopher Nolan epic film. Performances were excellent. Tom Holland gave us another, excellent performance, as well as Matt Damon, which we would expect, and Anne Hathaway, and the it was just such a huge cast, right? And it needed to be because it's an epic story.
It's the epic story.
Yeah, the epic story. I definitely felt like I was on the boat a lot with them. Like it was a long, like I know what Nolan was trying to do. It was a long film. And there was times when I felt like, holy cow, like, come on, let's keep moving. But that's just me. And I think that was on purpose from Nolan's perspective to give us the journey as such.
You weren't getting seasick, were you?
No, I wasn't getting seasick. Yeah. I just wanted it to hurry up. The Cyclops scene, holy cow, he is that was awesome. The giant knights scene was very cool. The Sirens, all of those. They weren't the Harryhausen claymation that we're used to from Jason and was it Jason and the Argonauts or whatever it was called? I think it was
Jason and the Argonauts and others. I think.
Yeah, but this was, like I said, it was an epic film, and I can see some Oscar buzz around this. I can see why some of these characters or actors will definitely be getting nominations for. Robert Pattinson was great as well. He's such a sniveling coward.
Yeah. No, he's a great actor.
Yeah.
There's probably not too much more needed to be said about that, but he certainly plays a good villain. Like he knows how to be unlikable, which is amazing. Because when you see him interviewed, he's such a lovely guy. But I thought he was really good. I'm a Matt Damon fan, so I was excited for Matt Damon to be front and center in this one. I thought it was probably some of his best work, even since Saving Private Ryan. He obviously had a pivotal role in Saving Private Ryan. It wasn't a leading role, but I thought he was amazing as a young actor in that. And in this, I feel like he hit the same sort of level of intensity and desperation and stuff that we see in that, and other roles like The Martian and Interstellar. I thought it was amazing. He was definitely one of the standouts for me. Anne Hathaway, I thought also was amazing. I had real feelings about her character. I sort of, didn't necessarily agree with all of the things that she had done along the way, but it's a testament to how hard it is to be a woman in the world and how hard it has always been to be a woman in the world, I guess. What's the right decision when you're in a position like that?
Yeah.
But I thought Zendaya was amazing, in particularly a small amount of screen time. I just thought that she was so moving and emotive. She's just amazing, even without words, Zendaya. And she's the same in the other movie we're going to talk about in a minute.
Yeah.
I just
it's her year. It's her year, right?
She's just an unbelievable talent. Like aside from the red carpet looks, where she obviously nails these iconic, outlandish, sometimes just spectacular looks. She's great on the press tour. She's just an amazing actress. I was so impressed with her. I thought Samantha Morton was amazing as Cersei. As you said, I thought that the Cyclops was particularly affecting. I thought that was terrifying. I didn't realize at the time, but the actor that plays the Cyclops is an actor by the name of Bill Irwin, who not everybody would know, but I know him from. He used to be in this is a real left turn, but he used to be in Elmo's world.
Okay.
Play a character called Mr. I don't know. It was this silly character that used to come in. He's a really amazing physical actor and comedian and performer, which is why Christopher Nolan got him to play this role. He was also in the FX X-Men spin-off show Legion.
Okay.
As I say, he's been in a lot of stuff. Chances are a lot of people will recognize him, but they won't recognize him in this movie. I didn't recognize him in this movie, but I was really pleased for him that he got to perform that role, because I just found it so disturbing and terrifying. I thought the movie was great. I can get how it sort of divided people. It's definitely not a comfortable watch. I loved it, but man, was I exhausted afterwards. And it wasn't because it was 3 hours long, or 3.5, or whatever it was, 2.5. No, how long was it?
It was just under 3 hours. I think it was 2:48 or 2:49, something like that.
Yeah, and it wasn't because it was too long. I was amongst the many people that said I didn't feel like it was, like, it didn't feel like it was that long for me. It was just so intense.
It's high drama, right? It's high stakes. It's high drama.
And like a lot of Christopher Nolan.
Yeah.
No, you go on.
I was just going to say, for me, it felt long, because I think that's what he was trying to do. I think he wanted you to be on that journey, and there was times when they were waiting, or waiting to do something, or waiting to go somewhere, or that I think that he really wanted to portray that. It was a bit like, it reminded me of, what was the Harry Potter one film? Was it Deathly Hallows 1, where they're walking in the countryside and they're walking forever?
I think so,
and they dragged that out immensely. There was nothing going on, but the whole purpose of that was that you could feel the trauma that they were going through to get to where they needed to get through, and why it took so long.
I think that one of the things with Christopher Nolan is that he really tries to immerse you in the emotion of a situation. And I'm thinking mostly of Dunkirk. Dunkirk, I really feel like he was very, very successful in managing to convey what it must have felt like to be in any way involved in that incident in history, and that moment in time.
That was an exhausting film.
Completely, and yet I love it. It's one of my favorite films, one of my favorite Nolan films. And I think that what he was trying to convey in this one was just how excruciating the journey was for Odysseus and his men. It reminded me of another movie that I saw earlier in the year, and I know I talked about on here as well, Dust Boot. Dust Boot is another really long movie, and it's a really excruciating, will they, won't they, will they survive, who's going to survive? Apollo 13 is another one. It's just an excruciating, but the excruciation is part of the experience, and it's part of what the director's trying to convey. And I found it excruciating as well. But I just thought it was an amazing experience. Like so many Christopher Nolan movies, sound is key. The audio, even aside from Ludwig Göransson's amazing score, which I've been listening to not nonstop, but a lot since I saw the movie. It was just so immersive.
The Foley artists in this are really top notch, aren't they? They really do some amazing sounds, and I mean some of those creature sounds.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, what else were some of your favorite sort of Foley moments?
The Cyclops scene, like we had lots of different, noise going on.
Yeah, you felt trapped, didn't you?
Oh, you did. You had moments of echo. You had animals. You had some crunching of bones and flesh, and You had the fire going. There was a lot going on in such a confined scene, but managed to capture it all really, really well. So yeah, I like I said, I think it was an epic film. It was meant to be an epic film. So I got it for what it was. Look, I don't know the Odyssey story too well. So to get that sort of twist towards the end, it was a nice surprise. So yeah, but like I said, I think this is definitely Oscar worthy. I'll be surprised if Nolan doesn't pick up Best Oscar for directing on this one.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll get nominated for a lot of stuff. I think it's easily too far out to be saying who's going to win what, but because it always depends on what other films come out between now and then. But I've got no doubt it's going to rack up a large number of nominations.
We're talking about Zendaya. It's her year. Just to give you an idea of how much it's her year. So she's got the last season of Euphoria that's come out this year. We've got the Odyssey, Spider-Man Brand New Day, and she was also in earlier with Robert Pattinson, which was the drama. That's a huge breadth of work for 1 year for an actor, and still manages to stay grounded and good at her craft. So
I believe the drama was amazing too. Like I didn't see it myself, but one of my boys saw it and he raved about the performances of both the lead actors in that. So
Robert Pattinson, it's a big one for Robert Pattinson too when you think about it, right? Because he's in June. He's in the drama. He's in the Odyssey. So he's actually got a big. I'm sure there's other things that he's been in this year, but that I can't think of. But I mean, that's pretty huge for him as well. So
shame he doesn't have too much time to enjoy it because he's too busy being Batman.
Yeah, well, I mean, he is shooting the Batman 2, isn't he, at the moment? So, which we're looking forward to. But I don't think that's coming out until 28, I think. So
I think it's been pushed back again, yeah.
Yeah, so it was supposed to be at the end of next year, but they've pushed it to the start of 28. So, but anyway,
as disappointing as that is, we'll have lots to keep us amused in between now and then, I'm sure.
And then we've got Tom Holland, who's been in quite a number of films this year as well. And the next one that we're going to be talking about, which is Spider-Man Brand New Day. I managed to see this when I was away for work up in Shepparton at a cinema that I can only say took me back to the 1990s. So original seats, carpet, ceiling had a star on it. It's been a well-preserved cinema.
I have to admit, I was very jealous when I realised that you were at the Shepparton cinemas because when producer Kim and I were living in the late 90s, early 2000s in Northern Victoria. When we wanted to go to the movies, Shepparton was our go-to. So yeah, I'm glad to hear it hasn't changed. It's one of my happy places. So I hope shout out
to the Village cinema staff at Shepparton Village. They were awesome from the moment we got our tickets to the moment we sat down. They sort of said, "Oh, do you want to get your concession stand stuff now, or do you want to wait until later?" Highly recommend you get it now because, in about 15 minutes it's going to get really full and you'll be waiting at the back of the line. So, all these like little tidbits about, how the cinema operated and shout out to them. They did an amazing job. So
that's great.
Yeah. And you went to Village as well, didn't you? So
we did. We went to Village at Knox.
We said on VMAX.
No, we saw it in one of the. Well, the Odyssey is still dominating VMAX.
Of course. Yep.
So we were sort of in one of the smaller cinemas. Still big cinemas at Village at Knox. And it was fine. It was great. It was I'm going to say it was a full cinema. Like as usual, there were a few sort of front row seats that weren't occupied, but aside from that, it was a full house. Really great crowd.
What was your audience like? Because I've got a really interesting experience for you with my audience. So, what was your audience like?
It was good. It was a real mix of people. Like we got there in time for me to have a bit of a look around and see who was there. There were, sort of dude bros in front of us, and there were families and kids and all sorts of stuff. And but there was a really positive vibe. Like everybody was just really excited, and as you would hope, once the movie started, everybody got quiet and was really engaged. And I was watching, people watching a bit while the movie was on, and it was fun to see some of the people who are not what you would think of. Like you could just sort of tell that they're not comic book readers. They're not us. They're not our types of people, but they were just fully engaged. Spider-Man means so much to so many people and such a broad range of people. It's wonderful. I really felt that MCU magic again in this one.
I would tend to agree with you on that one. I mean, the audience that producer Mandy and I went to, we had a group of girls. It was a birthday party. So a group of young teenage girls whose mum brought them to that, which was fun to watch. I was a bit concerned before it started because I thought, oh no, we're going to just get the giggling and laughing, but they were actually really engaged and along with the audience. And like you say, we had a real mixed bag of the audience. The one thing that really interested me is that very close to the very end of the film, we heard a noise, and producer Mandy leaned over to me and she said, "Is that a baby?" And I said, "Yes, I think that's a baby." And sure enough, brand new baby. I would say only weeks old, maybe.
I thought you were going to say someone had a baby during the movie.
Well, you could quite easily with all the action. But yeah, somebody had brought their newborn baby to the screening as well. And
okay.
Definitely you don't want to miss out on Spider-Man Brand New Day at the cinema because this was a great film. This is probably my favorite Spider-Man movie out of the lot.
Yep.
I would put that as my favorite now.
Yep.
Outside of maybe Spider-Man 2.
Tell us why, because we've had 9 live action Spider-Man movies now, and 11 total if you include the Spider-Verse one. So why is this your favorite?
What I really liked is that Spider-Man was back to basics, right? He had to work it out on his own, and he did have the support of others. I think this is probably one of the closest comic accurate productions that we've had as well, especially with the fan favor of, showing him in those specific, covers that we know are extremely popular.
Love that.
I think that Tom Holland's, his performance was fantastic. There's a lot of heart in this film too. Producer Mandy said to me, she said, there was a moment where I was really tearing up there, which I wouldn't normally do in an MCU film. And I must admit, I was feeling a little bit, lump in the throat in certain parts of the film as well. And I really enjoy that. I think it was just really stripped back for the relationships, which was really, really nice between like Zendaya and Peter Parker, MJ, Peter Parker, and also what's his name, Ned.
Ned.
Yeah, their relationships. I guess
it's interesting that you say that, because it in a way, even though this is the 9th Spider-Man movie, and it's the fourth one in the Tom Holland series. You're right. Like it because of the nature of the story, it has gone back to a lot of those traditional comic book tropes, like his secret identity and having to keep his secret identity from everybody, and the burden of having to experience all of that alone, and I think the fact that he was wearing such a pared back suit too. I mean, you posted on our socials a clip from the 1970s TV version of Spider-Man, and I thought that was really appropriate because there were times when I was looking at Tom Holland in this suit in this movie, and I was like, "This is straight from when I was a kid. This is
1970s suit, just a little bit modernized, right?"
And I love the nostalgia factor of that, and so I think not just in the homages that they did with the comic covers that you mentioned, but visually, thematically, and story-wise, it really was back to traditional basics, which this many movies in is for them to be able to achieve that, through quirks of the story and the artistry of the thing is really amazing.
Yeah, I like I said, I really liked the relationships in this film too. I liked Spider-Man and the Punisher's relationship. I liked Spider-Man and the Hulk and the Punisher's relationship. I really liked that. We're not going to spoil, who the villain is in this, because the villain is not who you think the villain is, and it's tricky to talk about that aspect of the film without giving it away. But at the same token, I really hope that particular character is redeemed in future projects, based on what we saw, right? But overall, I think this was a really good, fun film that's good for everybody, and like you say, it was a mixed bag audience, and Spider-Man means different things to different people, and but I think that it catered to all those differences at the same time.
Yeah, I think my fandom errs on the side of DC. Like I always say that I enjoy visiting the Marvel universe, but I live in the DC universe. The DC stuff is my jam, but I think that despite the fact that Batman has a mass appeal, he doesn't have a mass appeal like Spider-Man. Like he doesn't appeal to kids and I guess women and girls, and there's just something universal about his experience that speaks to people, and I think that's really wonderful. As I said, I felt like the MCU magic was back with this. I just felt the vibe, for want of a better expression, a sort of a collective positivity and desire for the ending of the film to work out okay, and I thought that was really wonderful.
I really liked Marvel's sleight of hand with their trailers. I think they did a really good job of steering us in a direction which the film didn't take, especially when it came to the villains. I think they handled the roster of villains really well. And without giving anything away, and but at the same time, Marvel did a great job or Sony did a great job of editing a trailer that was very much, you're watching the left hand but not watching the right hand, and I really liked that.
And that's I think that's what I've been trying to tell people when it comes to the Doomsday trailer.
Massive sleight of hand there. Like I guarantee it. I guarantee it.
It's like it seems really strange, but it's like Marvel trailers are not, and Star Wars trailers, and even DC trailers. The trailers for this sort of stuff, if they're done right, like they're not about what's in the trailer, they're about what's not in the trailer.
Well, I mean, I did predict that Matt Murdock was going to turn up, and I was incorrect in that. That's not a spoiler. He's definitely not in the film. That jail scene, though, with the hand, I've never seen some of that stunt coordination. And you know who that was Jackie Chan's stunt company who choreographed all the stunts in this film. And I can see that, knowing that now. I think that the hand versus Spidey was unreal.
I think that was one of the real points of wonder for the film for me, was that we've seen Spider-Man do so many amazing things through the previous eight films and animation and other stuff. They did stuff with Spider-Man in this one that I don't think we've ever seen before.
Yeah, I agree.
And I think that's why their choice of director, Destin Daniel Cretton, who directed this film, I think was just a genius appointment, because we loved Shang-Chi, the film, and part of that is the dynamism of the choreography. And again, it's got the links back to the people that work with Jackie Chan. And that really benefited this one. As you said, the scenes in the prison, but not even just the scenes in the prison, some of it was like car chase stuff, and some of it was so intricate and creative, and yet the way that it was executed was very easy to interpret as well. Like it was, you could still keep up with it, and I thought that was just wonderful. That was really, for them to still be instilling freshness into a film 9 movies in, just over 20 years too. Like it's a quarter of a century, but 9 movies in 25 years is
of the same character.
It's a lot of movies of the same character, but for them to be able to still keep it fresh to the point where I think we're all not just looking forward to whatever the next one is, but also the one after that. Like it felt like the start of a trilogy, not the fourth chapter of this version of Spider-Man.
Yeah. Well, you can see why it's made $1 billion in its first week. I mean, it's a phenomenon. It is done exceptionally well. It's done well in China and other parts of the world, and you can see why. I heard an interesting fact, and I don't know whether you noticed it with the Punisher. If you noticed him walking around with his vest, and he had the skull. He usually has the skull on his vest. In this one, he had you could sort of see the top of the skull with the eyes and the crest of the head, but underneath you couldn't really see the nose and the jawline of the Punisher symbol. It was sort of covered up with knives, right? It looked faded, right?
Yeah.
The purpose of that is that to get a film across the line in China, you can't have skulls in a film for specific reasons, and so they pared back the logo so that they could get it screened in China.
Okay, this is a legit question. This is a total. Again, it's a total left turn, but this has just occurred to me. Do you reckon why that's why they left out the, Lord of the Rings, Return of the King? Have you seen the extended editions?
Yes.
Yeah. You know how there's the scene where Aragorn and Legolas and Gimli all go into the cave to recruit.
Oh, and there's all the skulls.
Yeah, it's like an avalanche of skulls. That's just in the extended editions.
Yeah,
like that scene is not in the movie. Do you reckon that's why that was left out of the?
I would say so. I would say so. And now that I know that, it'll be forever in my brain, and I'll be looking out for that in other films. Have they pared it back, or in the extended scenes? Is that why it wasn't in the film? But they definitely changed a few things around so that they could get into the Chinese market, and that was probably the most obvious one that I found out about this week. But Yeah, look, I think you're right. You know, there's something really special about Spider-Man. It appeals to different markets in different ways. I think this also too is it. I think with Spider-Man, it's all about positivity. You know, there's never. He goes through some pretty awful situations, but somehow seems to find the light through it all. And I think that gives, even though he's bearing a lot of that on his own, he still seems to be able to radiate positivity with others. And I think that's a really interesting message. And I think that's why it sort of appeals to a much broader audience. Yeah. Because you were talking about Batman before, and it got me thinking about, Batman is pretty dark. There's not a lot of light to. Even when he saves the day, it's still not a bright light at the end of the tunnel.
No, he's not a hopeful character.
No, that's for sure. So whereas Spider-Man is.
No, I think you're right. Batman's Batman's more of a story about what it looks like to live with trauma. And also not have it treated.
Yeah.
Whereas I think one of the key things about Spider-Man is just like he's always a youthful character. Like we get Spider-Man at different stages of his life, but very rarely do we get interpretations of him as an older person. And I think that the hope just comes from it's just a hope that youth brings. And I think, as I say, I think that a yearning for that is universal. No matter what stage or your situation in life is, we all want to be hopeful.
Yeah, I 100% agree with you. So do yourself a favor, go see it at the cinema. You won't be disappointed. It really is a great film. And it's I think it's well worth to see it in the cinema for what it is. Look, this could if you can't for whatever reason, look forward to seeing it on Disney Plus
on
streaming. This could very well be a $2 billion film.
I think that's almost beyond doubt now.
Yeah, now that it's in its first week made $1 billion, it's also a record breaker.
What's going to come into cinemas to interfere with it?
Nothing. There's nothing that's going to interfere with it
there's definitely movies coming out that we've talked about and that we'd like to see, but nothing that's going to knock this off its perch.
No, there's nothing. No, I really don't think that there is. And anything that is sort of that's going to be coming out is not going to be anywhere near the competition for it, right? So, anyway, look, it's great. It's good that we've got this opportunity to see another Spider-Man film. You don't need to stay until the end for the post-credit scene. I'll just say that now. It didn't give anything, didn't give us Doomsday. A lot of the audience, I don't know about you, a lot of the audience were like, oh, is that what we stayed around for? I think they felt a little bit disappointed about that part of it. I got it. I think you got it. But
I have not to spoil it, but I won't spoil it. But I had no idea what was going on. I did.
You know now, though, don't you?
Not really.
Okay, I'll tell you. I'll tell you later.
Okay. But I liked that I didn't know what was going on. I was like,
yeah, right, okay.
I was like, what the heck is this? It could mean any number of things. So I had no idea. I liked that it left a question that I didn't know the answer to. Okay. And I also liked that I knew that it was going to be the sort of thing that people would say, what did I wait around for that for?
Yeah.
But I thought that was quite funny.
Well, I'm looking forward to seeing Shang-Chi 2 because that's obviously in the works, same director who did Spider-Man Brand New Day. I believe Spider-Man 5 is already in the works. Tom Holland said that he was kind of wrapping this up, but I don't think that's I don't think he's going to be allowed to now.
Yeah, I as I said, I feel like, I mean, I think it was called Brand New Day for a reason. It really did feel like the beginning of something, not just the end.
I agree. Yeah, I agree.
I've got no doubt we're going to see more.
But he's already Tom Holland did say, you know, during the press junket that he said that he's already sort of spoken to Kevin Feige and the Marvel team about how he would like to bring Miles Morales into the universe. So he's got a very, you know, he feels like a younger version of Robert Downey Jr., where he's got a vision of his character and what he wants to do with it. And I think that he's got enough, you know, chops behind him now to be able to sort of request some of those things.
I should say I'm like, the next thing that I want from the Spider-Verse in live action is Miles Morales.
Yeah, and
you know,
and the fans are asking for that too, right? You know,
but I mean, I don't see what, I mean, there's no reason why we can't, you know, have both.
No, I agree.
Plenty
with
of
you.
stories in the comics where, you know, we've got both. And yeah, I don't mind if Tom Holland's Peter Parker sort of transitions to a different role. You know, as you say, something along the lines of Tony Stark as a mentor, or you know, Bruce Wayne in Batman Beyond as a mentor to Terry McGinnis, that sort of thing. I think that'd be wonderful to have him continue in that role. But Miles Morales is next thing I want.
I think with Doomsday and Secret Wars, I think they're waiting for those. I think you and I spoke about this, and you know, with Secret Wars, we'll really get a real good idea of when Miles Morales will be joining the MCU.
Yeah. No, I look forward to it.
Yeah. All right. Well, if there's nothing else worth talking about that we've watched this week, because those two are pretty epic on all proportion, we might go to our last commercial break, and we'll be right back after that.
For the first time ever, it's the Ultimate Collection on DVD. Spider-Man, the 67 Collection.
Spider-Man, look out!
The original superhero is now better than ever. It's the original series.
I see it, but I don't believe it.
All 52 complete episodes, fully restored.
There's no limit to my powers.
On an amazing 6-DVD action-packed collector's set.
Now to seal the deal.
Any way you spin it, this 6-DVD set is a must-have. Because no matter the evil, there's only one original.
It's all in a day's work for your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Spider-Man, the 67 Collection. Now available on DVD.
You'll find the Spider-Man.
How's that?
That's just annoying. I don't have that one in my collection.
I can imagine you were writing that down to remind yourself later to get it.
God, don't worry. It's on my long list of notes from this episode.
Yeah, it's a great one, isn't it? When I saw that, I was like, yep. So as you can tell, all our commercials are rather appropriate to this episode, and we hope you're enjoying it so far.
You've done very well.
Well, join. We hope that you're join in with us on the conversation. You can hit us up on the socials under Pop Culture Pod.
We're right here.
What's that?
We're right here. Talk to us.
Yeah. Let us know. We'd love to hear your thoughts on anything that we've been talking about.
Hey, before we move on completely from Spider-Man as well, can I just say, if people haven't seen Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings or whatever it's called, go and watch it on Disney Plus. It's a really
I watched it last week, and for the second time, and I really enjoyed it.
I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to other people.
Oh, okay.
I'm just saying, if I'm just saying, if people haven't seen, like, if they enjoyed Spider-Man Brand New Day and they haven't seen Shang-Chi, go and watch Shang-Chi. And after that, go on to HBO Max and watch Blue Beetle as well. I'm not going to say that it's as good as the Spider-Man movies, but if you enjoy the tone and the themes of Spider-Man and you're looking for more, you'll really enjoy Blue Beetle as well. And it's a movie that's going to be it'll pay off watching it now down the track in the DC stuff. So those are my two recommendations.
No, good recommendations to have too. Yep. All right, moving on to our last segment of the show. I know, it's so good, isn't it?
It is. It's pretty great. Just a brief Mos Eisley Mailbag just to reconnect, because we haven't had it for a couple of weeks.
No, we haven't. We've missed
heard
it.
the collective crying from your neck of the woods.
Well, I mean, we've missed the segment. We haven't missed, that.
Bam.
Jeez.
Look at him. He's a cool guy with his sideways hat.
Deformed toaster trying to look like is he like graffiti, or is he like a?
No, he's making a cup of tea.
Oh,
he's an English robot, so he's making a cup of tea.
I'll get back to work, you loser.
No, he's on his break. Leave him alone. So anyway, we
is he wearing an apron, like a floral apron?
No, it's steam going up the front. There's flowers on the kettle. There's flowers on the kettle.
Oh, there's flowers on the kettle, right? Okay, right, got it.
Pay attention, Nathan. You're being paid.
He's wearing a hat backwards, like he's cool.
Yeah, that's right.
And he's really not.
He's in work mode. So tonight's gospel is from number 62 of Star Wars Return of the Jedi magazine from August 1984.
Oh, hey, hello. What do we got here? We got a director.
Yeah, who's that on the front page? Quick.
C-3PO.
Yeah, with C-3PO.
Wedge Antilles.
That is Richard Marquand, the director of Return of the Jedi.
Return of the Jedi, yes.
They're on the Jabba's Palace set, you see?
Oh, I can see that now that you say that, yes. Yep.
So there you go. Yep. Bit of a shout out for Richard Marquand, one of the unsung heroes of Star Wars, directed one of my favorite Star Wars movies.
Yes.
So anyway, to the letters page, Cosmic Correspondence. I'll read two letters for this one today. Then I'll ask you a couple of questions. Dear Cyril, is it just a coincidence, or does the club, which Indiana Jones walks into in the Temple of Doom, just happen to be called Obi-Wan?
Hey.
Also, one of his best friends just happens to be called Wuhan. Has this got anything to do? I think it's the guy that gets shot in Temple of Doom.
Okay. Yeah.
Has this got anything to do with the Star Wars saga? I wonder. I really enjoy your comic. I also collect Star Wars figures. Han and Luke are the greatest. Keep up the good work. That's from Helen Tyson from Cambridge.
Okay.
And yes, of course, we know that the Club Obi-Wan is a deliberate nod to the Star Wars movies. So, but
there's plenty of that. There's plenty of that, isn't there? There's the droids pop up in hieroglyphs in
Raiders, yeah,
and also other in some of the other films as well.
Yeah, but I hadn't picked up on Wuhan. I think because Han is such a reasonably common name in China, I think. But that's a good observation by Helen Tyson from Cambridge.
Well, that's like Chelsea Hamill, her character. I can't remember her first name, but the surname of her character was Milham.
Yes, that's right. She was in Last Jedi, wasn't she?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
It was her birthday the other day too. Her dad did
all three of Mark's kids were actually in the films
some of George's.
And some of George's, correct? Yes.
Yeah.
We
digress.
It does influence other rolling back. It does influence into other films, Star Wars, doesn't it?
What did you put any Easter eggs in Hard Boiled, your comic?
I did. Yes, I did have. I had Raiders. Yes, definitely plays one. I had Big Trouble in Little China turns up in Hard Boiled. I had Predator. I had in the second book. So yeah, there's been quite a number of influences that I've had in mine. And you just can't help it, if you really enjoy it. And you want to
part
put
of the
it
fun
in
of it, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. Did you have any in yours?
Yeah.
Shears Fierce?
I had heaps. Yeah, I had heaps. I had some storytelling ones. Like I had a sequence in my book that was a nod to the Scott McDaniel Nightwing comics from
yes, that's right,
from the
Very
early
cool.
2000s. But I had lots of Easter eggs because it's set in the city. I've got like movie posters and band names and graffiti and all sorts of stuff. I love doing that sort of stuff. Lots of that in my second issue, which I will eventually finish as well. I will.
We've both got projects on the go, and we'll eventually finish them. So
yeah,
but
there's no hurry. We're going to live forever.
Yeah. Well, hopefully you've enjoyed this Mos Eisley mailbag. We got very little of the
hang on, wait. No, don't cut me off. We've still got more. And this pertains to your boy Cyril. Okay, here's a letter. Before you pull the plug.
All right.
Cyril, you bag of hot-wired nuts and bolts. I am ZX52, the bounty hunter. I have been reading your comic lately, and now I've found you. Did you know that you are being hunted? Well, now you do. I am hunting you because Lord Vader, who is alive, is very jealous of your comic. So now you must be disconnected. I suppose that I might let you off just this once if you promise to keep up the good work. May the dark side of the Force be with you. ZX51, a.k.a. Wayne Hansford from somewhere in the universe.
Wayne's back on the dark side with the others. What's going on?
Yeah, they think they were the heroes of the movie.
These UK kids, they're on the dark side.
Yeah. I'm starting to wonder whether maybe we got the wrong idea. Whether we should have been jumping on
the dark side
with the fascists.
Oh.
No, we definitely shouldn't have been. No, well, we definitely shouldn't have been doing that.
I'm happy to have a green lightsaber. So,
yes.
Have you seen the big petition that's going around at the moment to bring back Mace Windu?
In what?
Great question, right? Like there's a bit of a following going around on the internet at the moment to bring back Mace Windu into the either the TV series or films, or that he's not dead, that he needs to be brought back. And I find this absolutely fascinating after all this time that we've got a movement.
Dead. He's a pancake, isn't he?
Oh, well, I mean, we never saw him die. We saw him go out the window.
Oh, yeah, fair enough.
And we saw.
We did see Darth Maul get chopped in half, and he was okay.
And he definitely didn't die. And we also saw Anakin and no, not Anakin. Obi-Wan go out the window, and he didn't end up being a pancake in the same scene.
Yeah. Oh, if Anakin could survive being turned into a human zinger box, then yeah, why can't Mace Windu survive?
Yeah, so there's sort of this sort of push for it. But anyway, look, they brought back Boba Fett, didn't they? So
maybe they could bring him. Maybe they could bring him back in the Rey movie, and he could be like 150 years old, and he could be like Yoda.
Well, I mean, the other thing they could do is they could bring back in the Mandalorian. So, because Boba Fett lives in that universe.
This trying to work out where everything fits in the timeline thing does my head in. So I can't work that out. But I'll sit down with a piece of paper and try and work it out. I'll try and work out where he most likely might come back. Maybe an animated series.
Sure, why not?
Why not?
I'm down for that.
Yeah,
I'm down for that. Maybe even in Darth Maul 2, we'll get that. That'd be great too.
Look,
but I like the movement. I like Samuel Jackson. I like Mace Windu. So
yeah,
If they can do it, let's do it. Let's make it happen.
As long as if they do bring him back, they do a parody of like Mace Windu doing Samuel L. Jackson's bit from Pulp Fiction. They do like a Star Wars version. Like rain down on you with great vengeance and furious anger. All that stuff.
Oh, I thought you were going to say what do they call purple milk, blue milk in France?
Oh, the other one that they could do is the bit where the dude's head explodes in the back of the car. That'd be fun.
For sure.
Mace Windu and 3PO sitting in the passenger seat freaking out, covered in brains.
Well, we digress as always, but we hope you're enjoying the show.
I think we jumped the shark.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, why don't we get into our very, very last segment? There you go. It's time for the shouts.
Are we shouting out the same?
I have the same thing that we were going to shout about.
Yeah, we are. We're shouting out the same thing. We're both shouting out this Sunday's Vintage and Modern Toy Fair at the showgrounds here in Melbourne.
Can I say congratulations to the team who are doing such a stellar job of bringing us these fairs or expos. They did a fantastic job. Even though that we didn't attend, they did a fantastic job of their 2-day at Caribbean. I've seen quite a bit of footage now. If you want to see what it's all about, check out Simple Simon on YouTube. He's also on Instagram. He did a great job of covering one of the days of the toy fair at Caribbean, and it was a stellar crowd. So yeah, well done to the team, and they'll be back again for Caribbean. They just announced that they'll be back next year in May for another 2-day event. So which is really good. I'm really disappointed, MJ, and you will know exactly why that we missed out on going to that one. Is because they had a whole bunch of new sellers tabling at there, and there was one particular seller who had inherited somehow a large number of DC related memorabilia. Remember the 1990s Batman series where we got Arctic Batman and bronze colored Batman and all that? He had all of those.
Okay.
Between $5 and $20 each.
Okay.
So I was pretty like I think I probably would have had to get a loan on the house to
you were in hospital, weren't you? You couldn't have gone.
Well, I wasn't in
Weren't
hospital.
You in the ICU?
I was just really sick. I was.
You would have to pull the tube out.
I felt like it. Oh, I've had that experience. I don't want to have that again. No, thank you.
No.
But yeah, I definitely felt like I was there. No, but so yeah, well done to Vintage and Modern Toy Fair. Did you want to give us some details of Sunday?
Yeah, well, I don't have heaps of details about tickets and all that sort of stuff. I know that they're on sale, and I know that it's on Sunday at the showgrounds. I know that nearly everybody that works at All Star Comics Melbourne, other than me, is going there because they're all signed up as vendors and stuff. I'm really excited for the guys to be to have a really successful day and sell heaps of stuff and meet lots of people. And I'll be back at the shop holding up the fort. Not single-handedly, but yeah. Go to the toy fair and then come back and visit me. I'll see you a comic.
Yeah. So it is this Sunday, 9th of August. It's at the Melbourne Showgrounds. They're classifying as their monster size toy fair. You can get.
It sounds like an understatement.
Yeah. Well, I mean, if all of the All Star crew are going to be there, It's you can get tickets from their website, which is vmtoyfair.com.au, and there is I think there's early birds from 9 till 10, and then entry from 10 o'clock, I think. Oh no, early bird sessions 9 till 10, 9 and 10 o'clock, and then 11 o'clock is general admin. And I think that the show closes at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So
at what time are you going, Nath?
Great question. I'll let you know.
All right, I'll send you my list of issues of the further adventures of Indiana Jones that I still need.
Aren't you going to buy the collection as well, or are you going to be a completist and get those as well at the same time? Yeah. I'm still waiting on that list. So anyway, but do yourself a favor if you're a fan of all things pop culture, specifically when it comes to collectibles. I highly recommend heading down to the Vintage and Modern Toy Fair, which will be at the Melbourne Showgrounds, which is located in Ascot Vale, I think it is.
Yeah, it'll be amazing. I'm disappointed I'm missing out. Like I'm always excited to go and work at the comic shop. But yeah, I'd like to be able to do both because it'll be really exciting. I've only been to the one at Malvern Town Hall, and it's always buzzing and amazing and full of amazing stuff. So the thought that this one's going to be so much bigger is really exciting to me. So I hope everybody has a great time, and hit us up and let us know what you get. I'd love to see what stuff you score. I'll vicariously enjoy everybody else's excitement.
For sure. Well, thanks for your company. We hope you've enjoyed it. Another big episode. We've talked about in length to try and sort of make this shorter, but there's too much to talk about at the moment. And
we talked about two of the biggest movies of the decade.
Yeah. So we hope you've enjoyed this episode. Stay tuned next week for our 40th episode.
Oh wow, big boys!
We've made it thus far. So
it's nothing short of a miracle.
Who knows what's going to happen on the 40th episode? Probably more pop culture goodness. Otherwise,
Nath might apologize finally for starting this whole thing off.
You get one. That's it. You get one. One show, and then I'll wait until episode 79, and I'll apologize again. All right. So I'm
writing that down.
Okay, 79. Make an apology.
79 retribution.
Yep.
No worries.
Thanks for your company. Stay tuned next week when you'll hear MJ say,
"This is small baby potato stuff, not big potato brain stuff."
Thanks very much, everyone. Stay fresh.
See you, everybody.
Like what you're hearing? Tell your friends. Follow us on socials at Pulp Culture Pod. And if you're feeling generous, drop us a 5-star review on your favorite podcast platform.